wants to be doing magic. In the meantime, as I said, of course, the young one wants to do magic. Hello. You have the ballpoint. I was trying to solve this one. Very tight. These are enough. They have no problem. That's new and be strong.
Wow, what is that? Strong.
Why, very strong. Okay, you'll allow me to first set up the thing so that when I start the magic, I will not forget to. Okay, I think we should start. Apologies for starting late. I'm 20 minutes late. Okay, so in my communication, I mentioned about the magic. If I behave funny, don't laugh at me. Because I want you not to stop. I'll be doing magic. I need a couple of kids who are not scared and who wouldn't be scared of the repercussions of the magic. So like if the magic grabs you forever, okay, you come. So I talked of a gyroscope. A gyroscope is not a complicated equipment, but when I got one, I felt like if a kid, they'll be inspired to know how the process of physics starts. Are you a girl or a boy? I'm going to do a couple of maneuvers with you. You see me shaking, don't try. Okay, so I will, the rationale behind it is that when a body is spinning, and this is going to help us on the issue of the moving presentation, which is about how the earth spins. Okay, I will start with the Members, you have time to enjoy those things. For now, I want to enjoy the magic. So you can see when I tie this gyroscope, nothing happens. And for your information, it's just a, is it a frame or a plate? We have a problem of frame. So this frame here was cut to make sure that the kids cannot break it. So if I loosen it a bit, I can take out this one. So these are simple gadgets which a kid can use to understand physics, the forces and the like. And then I'm going to take it back. Then I'm going to do the magic. Maybe I use the other material and it's used to have been knocked down by some people. Everyone will have a chance if it doesn't get that quickly.
You want to take my picture? Am I there?
Someone had volunteered with the pen. You can also have no problem. Since you have volunteered, you hold it on the road.
Oh my God, that's the same.
So I've already showed you that when I put like this, I try to make it stand, nothing happens. It goes back, so it is pulled by gravity. All of you know that when you are walking, you have to hit a lot not to fall down. And if I try to put it on this thing, fall, make it go out like this. So if I try to put it on the tip of the pen, it cannot. Okay, okay, you come here. The chart. So if I try to put on the pen, oh. So let's give it a spin, like the way the earth spins, and see what happens. I have to do some. Remember my primary days when we used to receive the magicians. Are you ready? Please hold the pen tight. You won't do it in the hand like this. But make sure you think deep, eh? Because if you think shallow, it will follow. So I'm going to give it a spin. It's not easy. Okay. I think now it is working. You can walk around. No problem. So your son is not, you know, what you have to do for him as well. Lift up a bit. Don't mind, you can as well do like this a little bit. Tilt a little bit. You can go back. You can walk around if you want. Okay, so now we are going to the second part. Going to the second part. Whose pen was it? This one. Take it back. This one. So now we are remaining with this two, right? Are you strong? Hold this tight, like it should be tight. So I'm going to spin it and I'll make it still here. It will still stay here without falling down. because they are kids, I couldn't put a magic humor because it may haunt them for the rest of their life. More bad things.
This one is calling every day and give that one forward. It's what you're calling every day.
No.
Ready? I like the attitude. But this is not strong. Let's fast forward.
In the audience.
Our plan is this one is our brother.
Well, if he was to be stable, he would walk and everything. Now, for this one, I need a strong person, adult. Who wants to volunteer? Today is International Volunteers Day, so you can come and volunteer. Okay, so in the meantime, as someone who is strong tries to prepare himself, I can so you make it joke. Like you have to change it. Give it a space. You mean you cannot be tight as much? When I put a little bit, inside a little bit inside and so yeah, I don't have to do too much explanation. So here we go. All I'm doing is to wind the string on it, so that when I pull the string, as it unrolls, then it skips. So, are you ready? Don't look like okay, so you can walk around. You are not out. So I need to have my own team who know the rationale of magic. So, but at least you can see the kind of the physics in this simple kind of it's called the physics toy. Just because we have a spinning part of it, it is able to balance and defy gravity. And most of you are using iPads and tablets, and whenever you change it this way, it remains upright. You change it the other way, it remains upright. It's because of the gyroscope. So I'm going to do the last maneuver, which is why the bicycle wheel is here. So I also need the volunteer. And this is now the young one. Another one woke up here to be injured. So as I said, when I hold this one, when I hold it like this, it still goes down. I hold it, it goes down. I try to do this, it goes down. So let me now give it a spin and see whether that one happens. ready. So let's see how it works. Sorry. To get this other bit loose. Not all magic stands can work nicely. Sometimes people injure themselves. So let's see how it works, whether it will be able to remain down or whether it can do something else. So the other time it was falling down. So you see now, something that was always falling down, now is comfortable. And if you can try to hold here and make it up again, on the tip, hold on the tip and make it. It resists. As you are trying to make it go up, it resists you, and once it is up, it doesn't want to go up. That's just because of the small spin I gave. If I had given it a very high spin, it wouldn't be able to, it wouldn't actually even bother to go down. It always remain where it was. Almost all of the, for this gyroscope are done almost. But anyone can do maneuvers as they wish. You can choose your own tricks and make them work. And it is also used in the planes for navigation. And better ones are used as compasses, also in navigation systems. And today I told you about the movies about space technology. Yesterday was when they were supposed to send test Orion, which is the spacecraft which will go deeper into space. They were delayed by wind, but they were able to do it today at around 3 p.m. And I will show you the video of how it happened in the United States. Okay, so I'm going to just make it spin on this table. It falls. I should be putting it here, but it has shown that it doesn't like being on it so much. Anyway, I'll try. And if you try to hold it, who wants to hold it, and you try to move it like this, try and move it around, just to feel it. How does it feel? Just try to do like this. Hey, you feel the force. Because it is spinning, when you try to move it around, it tries to be rigid and tries not to allow you to move around. Anyone wants to try magic? Okay, so as I do the last bit here to give somebody to experience the force, I'll show you with the biscope. In other words, all the things we use, all the things we do, they are inspired by physics. Small principles are, made sophisticated by those who are having a money-minded, or who are money-minded, so that they can make money. And if you realize that inside the tablet there is a gyroscope, but the gyroscope principle came from small laws of physics. Similarly, these spacecrafts they are sending to space also came from the principle defying gravity. Then you can send it above. Whereas once you try to do, the force. The whole thing I want is for people to experience the force. And those who want to spin, I can teach you how to spin it if you want. You want to learn how to spin it? Okay, so watch closely. You push this spring here, and you turn this like this, so that it rolls around here. Make sure it is so deep down. And once you have got a bigger part, which is enough, you hold the frame and pull, and you have it. Okay, so I want to see anyone, an adult now, because it's an adult who will be able to tell me what is happening. It's a bit oily, so in order to make sure that. But you have ever seen the magicians who are doing this, and then this one will make me turn around his head because it is too. Who wants to go near? I'm not you. It's another one. It's a bit oily. I warn you for that. It has some oil, but I have some better here to clean yourself up. So hold it like this, both of them. Hold it tight. I'm going to give it a spin, so make sure you watch this. Once I give it a spin, look, I should have gotten a chair where when the forces apply, it turns me around. But I couldn't get a nice chair which has, I have a chair which turns, but it is, how should I call it? It's stuck. To turn, I have to fast. But if it is a nicely oiled chair with nice bearings, we'll be able to turn around. So I'm going to spin it this way and tell him to try to adjust his hands. And he will be able to tell us exactly how it is. I'm just going to hold you to make sure that. So try to twist it. Twist this one like this. Wow. Of course, when you are trying to twist the fusage, and if he was to be seated on, just lower it down a bit to shoot on the ground. Because I have no brakes for it. Any other person who wants to feel it? Yes. You can get a piece of paper here to just top off one. Just hold this. I'm going to give for you, you are strong, so I'll give it a good spin. You just twist like this. Yes, it is too strong. You can see how it is. You can't turn it. Because of the force. The same force that was here, once you are done, you just make it stop on the ground. The force that was here, and when you are trying to make it fall down, it refuses. That's why it is able to stand and spin on the ground, on the top of the place without falling off.
You bring me spin.
Now the next bit is, if I forget something that I said I will do, please remind me. I'm not good at remembering things. So I talked about the robots, and in the presentation, I'll be able to show you the robots, especially the one which is already on Mars. And this robot has eyes and has a touch sensor, and it is called Explorer. So it is able to go places where man cannot be, like the one which is on Mars. Much as Mars exploration is taking place, but man hasn't been able to colonize the Mars properly. I'm sorry if I talk, I'm trying to make sure that by the time we start, everything is set in the due course. So this one is already programmed. The one on Mars is being controlled by people on Earth. So the engineers, I think one engineer came here during the BBC week. Yes, one of, I think a Ghanaian-born engineer is one of those who are controlling it while on Earth. So there is a satellite which is going around Mars, and then what they do here on the command center, they send a signal to the satellite, then the satellite sends it to the Mars rover, and then they tell it to pick soil, it produces the soil, puts in the lab, does analysis, sends the results. So I will show you the photos of that Mars rover. So this is already programmed, so nothing much I'm going to do. It is programmed that if you are at a given distance, it sees my hand, it will turn around to see where there is no obstacle. If it touches, if the eyes are not seeing nothing, and instead maybe there is a stone somewhere like a rock, and it knocks the rock, then the rock touches what we call a touch sensor, and then it goes back and looks elsewhere where there is no obstacle. So I just wanted to show you this so that you know how space exploration is being done using the robots. And the robots are helping so much where we cannot be able to reach.
I have a question.
What to do? Yes, please.
Is the one that is being used on Mars the same size like that?
No. The other one is a 1 ton, 1,000 kilograms. It's a 1 ton. I forgot to get you a video of it. So otherwise, I would have shown you the size. The photos are there, but the video will give you an impression of how big it is. But it is 1 ton, and 1 ton is 1,000 kilograms. So I'm going to switch it on. I'm going to play with it here. The space is so little, but you will get the idea. And it is programmable. You can program it. If you have heard of the science and technology challenge, which normally happens between schools, if there is anyone who has a child either in Gayaza, and heard of the Chida EV Smart, they were using robots like these ones to do a couple of maneuvers and design their own projects to fit or to solve the current problems. Okay, so I'm ready to explore. These eyes use the same principle as that of bats. Bats do not see. All bats do is to send an ultrasonic sound. When it hits an object, it goes back, then quickly they turn away from the object. So that's why they slap people in the night. Because for them, when they are flying, we human beings cannot reflect the signal back. So, like it sends the signal, then the signal goes there. Then it continues and then it slaps you. And then you say it has slapped you, when actually it is the wind which was going. So I'm going to give to go. You see, it saw me. It looks for where it should go. It can't get where to go. If it knocks me, it goes back and turns and looks for where to go. But I can make it confused by making sure that I am everywhere on its side. So if we had a big piece of workspace and put a couple of obstacles like boxes and leave the cart around, it will be able to go, keep going north, then look for where to go. Then north until when it goes and explores the what? Place. Innovation on how to use it depends on you. You can put, for example, a camera and say I want to make sure that it takes like a video of the whole place. You can put sensors for radiation. You can put sensors for the gas that is around there. Depending on what you want to look out for. This one here is the line follower, but when we had an institution, I think the program for it is no longer working. But it has a light here. This one is put to make sure that you do not have ambient, this other natural light going on. It produces light, and then the light is reflected from the ground and picked by the other sensor, and it follows the line. And it is used in what we call precise agriculture, but in another way. Here, this one is using a program. Those which are used in precise agriculture use satellite technology, global navigation satellite system. So as we go to dig with our hose, others are using tractors which do not need anyone to drive them. Now that the view is coming a little bit nicer, I can show you the video of the tractor which has no body, and then I will start my presentation. The other bit is a bit complex. I just I'm showing you too much. Those of you are in school, this is what we call a transformer. And the radio is just a simple pieces of metal put together, wires are put, and then you are able to get your electricity. So I'm going to make an electricity for you today. Here I am. The young ones, when you grow up, they will tell you about electromagnetic induction, where electricity is made. Do you have generators at home? But you have heard of a generator. So when we pull a generator like, then we start making some metal go through a magnetic field. The magnetic field is produced by a magnet like this one. The magnet is something which keeps metal. Okay? So you keep an eye on this part here. This is, they call it a micrometer. It measures very small current. And then I have these wires. And when I pass this magnet in here, this one trying to keep. Let's see where I'm not seeing there, so let's see whether it happens. I'm going to come slowly and see whether something happens. Hope my students will not laugh. Did anything happen? Okay, so you saw it. Yeah. Now that's why you have to make sure that you pull the generator so hard, and then when some current is produced, then it ignites an engine. That engine is the one which turns the conductor, and that's why you need fuel. The fuel you put in the generator is to move that conductor. So I'm going to come quick. Do you see something? Something is there. Something is shaking. So it doesn't matter. It can move when I'm moving the magnet, or if I keep here and I move this one, it still can also move. And because of this simple technology, Those who want to make money, they went ahead and put the same principle in practice and made something complex, which is a radio, and the radio which can also charge phone. Here they are charging pins. So all these are charging pins for different phones. And all I have to do is, it has a light, and this light now is not light. See anything? It has an alarm. I've switched on, nothing is happening. It has a radio. I've switched on, nothing. But now I'm going to do what I was doing here. I'm going to move a conductor in the magnet and see what happens. So I have a light, and this light has different levels. You can, this is off, this is on completely. If I'm in my house, I don't need to pay. I only need to do some exercise, move around, and make some exercise and get some light because of magnetism. And then the other, because I'm doing all this to show you that then people, when you talk about science, they are like, so where the hell do I apply that? Those who are able to be innovative, they are making money. It costs a lot of money, and it is handy. Whether you are in darkness, whether you are tired, just even if you are broke, you don't need any battery. You just need some couple of calories, you do exercise. Instead of being in the gym, do some. I'll pass it around so that you see how it feels to do this. The radio used to work, but these days,
It won't. I'll only
so let me pass it off and also put off the light so that I can give it a big I wish I could borrow the other hand. I just want to make sure
screen.
the tractor is rolling.
I don't think there is any.
The what? Yeah, I wish I could have two hands so that I could
It should be also recording.
you can lend me. Yeah, you can be, you just need to stand like this.